Have you started writing or in the process of writing your book right now? If not, then just click off of this video. But if the answer is yes, then you're going to want to join our live Publish Now Masterclass in real time. It's designed specifically for you, even if you don't have any prior experience or know where to start. During this live masterclass, I'm going to be revealing for the first time publicly on how to publish your book in 24 hours or less. This is the exact steps that I've used over the past few years to publish and grow multiple books into additional languages. If we're just meeting for the first time, my name is Desiree Lee, and I am the founder of Authors in Business Co. My passion is helping purpose-driven entrepreneurs and coaches build influence and income with a book. A lot of people know me from the best-selling book, The Desiree Lee Story, and I've decided to share how you can publish your book on a shoestring budget. Don't have time to write? Well, we have you covered, and I will share with you the easiest and fastest way to write your book overnight with speech to text, along with the principles of best-selling author success secrets. So, if you want to join, click the link in this post to attend the next available class. There is a free 48-hour replay link that's included. So don't hold on to your book for another year and publish now. Thank you so much for joining me here again today. My name is Desiree Lee. I'm here to help aspiring authors and published authors get their ideas off the ground. In today's episode, we are going to talk about how the presidential race has taught me and what it can teach you about marketing and advertising, especially with your books. What I found out is that even with publishing a book, I realized as an author, of course, when I look at it from a business perspective, that it's not necessarily the book itself, that the book is the product. You as an influencer may be the product, and that's what you are selling or campaigning to your audience. A lot of individuals start this thing of being an author influencer or publishing a book, and they engulf themselves into the product. However, when you separate the two, you as a business owner and you as the product, you're able to sell more books. And I'm going to share with you guys a few tips, things that I've learned in regards of the presidential race, how it applies to me in my business. Now, I'm not trying to run to be the president, and I don't assume that those of you who are listening are trying to be the next presidential candidate or the next president of the United States. However, we can definitely look at some of the steps that they have taken in order to become the president, what marketing tips, what types of campaigns they have used in order to win the hearts and the minds of the voters. And that's what it is in business. As a campaign owner, when you are initiating a campaign, let's go with what a campaign is. A campaign is an organized course of action to achieve a goal. Okay? So even if you work in an organized or an active way toward a particular goal, which typically in a political one or a social one, and when we come to being a online influencer, that's what it is. We talk about this in business a lot in some of our older podcasts and live stream broadcasts, that, you know, it's the KLT method, which is they have to know you, they have to like you, they have to trust you. And the only way that you can accomplish the KLT method is that you have to be consistent with your post on social media, you have to be consistent with your advertisement, you have to be consistent with your brand, and you also have to be consistent in your videos too as well. So let's break down, how does a presidential campaign race, what did they do in their campaign prior to the election itself? All right, and how can we apply that to our business? So with the campaign, you have a political campaign and you also have an advertising campaign. I don't know if you guys noticed this, or some of you guys may have attempted to do Facebook ads, but even advertising on Facebook, they ask, do you want to create a campaign? Even in YouTube, they ask, do you want to create a campaign? So then that means when I realized that, I said, man, okay, so it's all about the campaign, regardless of what it is: political, advertising, books, brand, get more views on my video. It's all about the campaign. So what did they do? So the first thing that I recognized some of the presidential candidates used was influencer marketing. Influencer marketing. And so how I would apply this, especially to aspiring authors, a lot of aspiring authors feel as though I don't have an audience. It's going to take forever for me to build an audience and to be consistent. Oh my gosh, I don't want to do all this hard work. I don't even have the patience to wait to build this whole thing. And if you don't, if you're sounding like the rest of the authors that I've spoken to, then influencer marketing is the thing, or the influencer marketing campaign is the way or method that you should go. If you do not have an audience, you borrow someone else's. It's the same thing with Kylie Jenner from the Flat Tummy Tea. They utilized they had an influencer marketing campaign on Instagram. So that means they used a lot of Instagram influencers to be able to hold the tea up, drink the tea, take pictures with the tea and different things like that, show the results and everything else in between, in order to move towards gaining more buyers. Okay, and remember, we talked about that. We just talked about that on how a campaign is a course of action to achieve a goal. A campaign is a way to persuade the buyers. It's essential to a campaign. Advertising or theme songs or speeches or even negative campaigning. I remember when on YouTube I keep watching YouTube videos and I saw a YouTube ad about John Ossoff. Every YouTube ad was not a great YouTube ad. It was a bad YouTube ad, saying how John Ossoff stole and how John Ossoff did this and that and the other. And I was talking to my mother. I said, Mom, they were just down in John Ossoff that I would just vote for him. And she was like, oh, he stole and you want to vote for him? And I said, well, what it did was, because it was so many bad things about this candidate here in the state of Georgia, I went on to research the guy. Is the bad stuff that they're saying is true? So you have people who are empaths who will go and investigate on your behalf, because I relate to him. I relate to John Ossoff, to where you're trying to achieve a goal, and there's so many people that will literally campaign or create an advertisement just to knock you off your soapbox. And so I said, well, he really didn't steal, Mom. He really didn't do all this stuff. This is just somebody trying to gain another vote by tearing this person down and different things like that. And so that's why I will vote for him. So there is a saying that bad publicity or good publicity is still the same thing. So even if you feel as though somebody's taking your idea, or somebody is posting something about you, or they're trying to expose you, or whatever the case may be, you have to look at it from a different perception when it comes to your advertising campaign about your book, a product, and or a service, or your brand. The next thing I want to share with you guys is there's a difference between online marketing and outdoor marketing. Online marketing, as what I said before, it has a lot to do with YouTube ads, Facebook ads, Instagram ads. And every time somebody clicks onto their news feed, they should be able to see you. And so this is why you want to invest in online marketing or a campaign manager, somebody who manages this stuff in order to get you in front of the eyes of so many people. Now, you can get in front of somebody's eyes and so many people, but can you do that consistently? And that's what the campaign manager is for, is to help you do it consistently. Okay? Also, you have outdoor marketing. Outdoor marketing is yard signs, stickers when people are leaving the highway and coming off of the exit. You have stickers on the rails. You have people standing on the corner with your signs and encouraging people. So as I'm driving, I can't get on my social media. There's laws that get said to be texting while you're driving and different things like that. So even if I'm not on social media or looking at online marketing, as I'm driving to the grocery store, as I'm driving to the mall, as I'm going downtown to a festival, or whatever the case may be, I'm still being marketed and advertised to by seeing individuals on the corner, or I might see a yard sign, I might see a sticker as I'm getting off the exit, and so forth and so forth. And so these are some of the things that you want to take in account when you are producing your own advertising campaign, just like our political candidates that are in this race. Another thing that I noticed is that they did a lot of PR and media tours. They got on, I remember Joe Biden, I saw him on the Breakfast Club, virtually. I saw him be interviewed with a lot of radio stations and different things like that. And so just like President Trump, you definitely want to make sure that you're in the eyes of other people. Where do I go to where if somebody logs off online, they cut the radio on, they hear you. When they drive down the road, they see you. When they go into maybe a store, Walmart, even Walmart has their own radio station now. So when you go to Walmart, you hear music, you actually hear Anchor and different things like that. Or are you paying for advertisement for people to see your book? When your book is published, it's not just on Amazon. It's also on Barnes & Noble's bookshelves. It's also on Walmart bookshelves. It's also on Target bookshelves. So you want people to remember you, not forget you when they're in these particular stores, especially in the mall. Another thing that I realized with the political race and what they have taught me about marketing and advertisement is also debates. Now, we can look at a debate as two people arguing against each other, but how does that relate to you as a business owner, aspiring author, or a published author? The way it relates to you is that these debates, they equivalent or they're parallel to interviews. So when people are able to ask you questions, direct questions, clear questions on what it is, who you are, what's the motive behind this book, how do you help people with this book, when somebody reads it, what do they get out of it, and different things like that. You want to do more interviews, and that equivalents to debates too as well. Okay, so I definitely hope that this helps you, but the different types, the way I want to leave this is the different types of campaigns are ads, speeches, manager campaign, also video campaigns, audio campaigns, where you can stream on places like Spotify, Pandora too as well, and different things like that in order for you to move forward. So I definitely want you to really pay focus on your influence and how does it affect the people. What is the end goal? So both presidential candidates are doing this. Why? Because they want to relate, they want to persuade, they want to move the voter to vote for them. So in each of these things, from a speech to a debate to an interview to a sign in the yard when you drive down the street, to anything, they want you to find a piece of yourself within them in order for them to garner your vote, which is the same thing as a business owner. You want to be mindful. This is what they talk about with the audience. If you don't have an audience, you're going to select an influencer who has an audience that will relate to your content and utilize that to push you forward and catapult your business to a new realm, a new level of success. That is the secret, guys. It's so simple. 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, D, and you move forward with that. So you cannot say, oh, I don't have the money to do it. Okay, you have influencers that will take an affiliate code. Okay, you don't have to always pay money. They'll take an affiliate code and they will promote you. Oh, I don't know anybody in this, and the other. All you have to do is ask. Find those influencers, find those individuals, campaign. All you have to do is ask. All they can do is say yes or no, guys. All they can do is say yes or no. All right, and you keep asking. The more people you ask, the more chances you have. And you may say, well, I don't know how to do this and I don't know how to do this. Well, that's why you need a campaign manager. A lot of campaign managers will receive money and different things like that from a percentage of what you make, okay, of what you make. All right, so I am excited to share this information with you, and I can't wait to see what you do with it. I am Desiree Lee, and thank you so much for tuning in to the Authors Influencer podcast. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel and also click your notifications on whenever we upload a new video or upload a new podcast just like this one.
So I saw this book on Amazon.com, The Desiree Lee Story, Inmate 1142980. And I read the reviews, and I had to purchase my own copy. It's just such an inspirational story.
A high school student on her way to college in pursuit of the American dream. 2 weeks after graduation, her dream was no longer an option. Visit www.amazon.com and purchase your copy today.